Moving like the speed of sound.
Man, it's beautiful, beautiful weather out there actually. So we are gonna go on a bike ride with my dad. So heading up to the folks' place for dinner. Oh, I just fell off the couch. That's as real as it comes, Louis. Okay, we're good. We're good. No injuries, no cracks. So I wanted to show you guys my bike. So I picked this up on Gumtree, which is like Craigslist, I imagine, in the States, and it's a specialized pitch, and it's basically standard except for I swapped the stem over, got some lights, and I've got some new pedals for it as well, which look quite worn in by now. So it's pretty good. I paid $500 for it, which is really good. So I think 3 years ago it was about $2,600 retail value. So happy with that, and it does the job for me. I pretty much used to do a lot of riding when I was younger. Kind of grew up riding mountain bikes in the bush and on the street as well. So yeah, so it's nice to be able to, something to do with my dad as well, because he's an avid mountain biker. So we're gonna hit the trails and then go up to their place for dinner tonight and take the dog around too, which is really good. That's a normal steak. Bigger. Mine. So we are back, and as promised, I wanted to do a video on my current training program. So I mentioned this, I guess, all the past week, and even the week before that I was writing one up for myself. I do my own programming, and own diet, which is pretty standard, own macros. But as of about 3 months ago, I took over the reins from 3DMJ and from Alberto Nunez, who I worked with for about over 3 years, and I guess that's what I based a lot of my knowledge on, and also learned a lot of things and can put them into action in my own programming. So just a few things to remember with this program, guys. If you got any questions, let me know, because there's a few things that are a bit unconventional in terms of sets and reps and exercise selection, but you got to remember, training programs are all very individual. For me, it's basing a few things around injuries and what's going to let me to be able to lift longer and stay injury free. And also you got to remember, it's enjoyment at the end of the day. If you're not enjoying your program, if you're not looking forward to going to the gym, typically you won't adhere to it for longer periods of time. And that's what I'm here for. I want to be doing this for 5, 10, 15, 20 years at least. So, and making progress for that time too. So that's kind of just what I want to say before I get into the nuts and bolts of this. So I'm going to put it on the screen, the program now, and you will see it's basically a 6-day split. So I don't usually run 6-day splits. I would typically run 5 days, or I have run 4 days in the past, but 6 days is very hard on the lifestyle. It's very hard with work and getting that balance, just because you only get 1 day off a week. So with that being said, what I've done is I've gone and wrote the program out for 6 days, so 6 sessions. However, if I'm feeling like I need it, I can take 2 days off. So I can, as long as I do those 6 days out of every 7 or 8 days, I'm really happy. And the same thing goes with the order of the workouts. I'm happy to do them in any order, and any kind of, I might do 2 leg days in a row, I might do a leg day, then 2 upper, then come back to a leg day. However, long as I tick them all off within that 7 or 8 day period, I'm happy. So it's kind of auto-regulated training in the aspect of whatever I feel like training, I will do. So it's really good, and I highly recommend that for everyone else out there that isn't too concerned with your exact set numbers. Maybe more bodybuilders than powerlifters as well. So enough talk, I'm going to get into it. So we have 3 lower body days and 3 upper body days. There's a full upper body day, so more of a chest and a back focus. There's a pull day, so back and biceps, and there's a push day, so chest, shoulders, and triceps. So I'll go through each day at a time, and I'll break them down for you. So the first day we have leg extensions on my legs day, obviously, and we do 4 sets of 15. This first day is more about lifting some heavier loads and I guess not really chasing that failure. So staying about 1 rep shy of failure on this day, or even 2 reps, just to save a little bit in reserve for the workouts in the rest of the week as well. Then we move into goblet squats. You guys have seen me do them. I like doing them. They're feeling really good on my back and my adductor strain I've got. So 3 sets of 12 there. Some hamstring curls, we'll do them prone, so we kind of raise ourselves up a little bit, and we do 3 sets of 15 there, and we actually do a drop set. So the reason I'm doing a drop set is just to pick up a little bit more volume for hamstrings on this day, but this is a hamstring dominated day. So we do those, then we move into our Romanian deadlifts and pull throughs, and then a leg press calf raise, I should say. So and you'll see there I've got 5 sets of 10 on the calves, because I'm only hitting calves twice a week, and I want to grow the calves. So I've put in 5 sets of 10 on one day, and then on the other day you'll see I've got 5 sets of 20, so higher reps. So with most exercises I usually have a heavier focus and a bit of a lighter focus, just to get that crossover of both more of your strength training and then more of your hypertrophy high rep volume work. So I like to do both. So day 2 on the lower body program is based on lower body workouts, I should say, is you start with hamstring curls, and we've got 5 sets there, and it's 8 to 12 reps. So this is heavy hamstring curls, really trying to progress the weight each week or each second week here, not at the expense of form though. I want to keep the form really strict. Then we move into 4 sets of 15 on the goblet squats. You got a glute machine, which you guys have seen me do, which is like a kickback, and we do 5 sets of 15 there. We've got single leg extensions, which is one of my favorites, 3 sets of 12, and then I have an option here. So this is where the program is very auto-regulated. Whatever I feel like doing on this day, typically I have down there a hack squat or a leg press, I'll do for 4 sets of 10. And on this movement, I want to keep that constant tension. So if it's a hack squat or a leg press, I'm not going to stop at the bottom of the rep or the top. So I want to keep constant tension, not so much chasing a pump, so to speak, but just to get in more work and kind of finish off the lower body on this day with an enjoyable kind of pump and added bonus fun work. So one day I might just feel like doing more leg extensions or more squats. Other days I might do a hack squat, might do a leg press, I might do a single leg press. So I'm still going to track that, but it will be a bit looser than everything else in my program. So the third lower body day, so the third of 3 lower body days for the week, is more of a blood flow restricted training, and you guys have seen me do that, where you wrap up your upper I guess groin, upper thigh, and you do a bit of high rep work with lighter loads. So we start with leg press, and we do a total of 100 reps there, and that's as little sets as you can do it in. So typically it takes me anywhere from 4 to 6 sets to bust out 100 reps on the leg press. Then we do the same sort of thing with hamstring curls, superset to leg extensions, and you'll do basically the machines are next to each other. You'll do your leg extensions straight into hamstring curls, 20, 20, 20, 20, 20, 20, and then that's take the cuffs off. Then you move into some hack squats, and then from there a little bit of lower back work, so lower back extensions, some more calves, which I mentioned earlier, and the leg raises superset to plank, which is some abs. So as a bodybuilder, I don't want to leave any stone unturned, so I'm going to keep doing abs in the off season. It's not like my abs are very, very developed or overdeveloped anyway, and in my eyes, it's only going to be a good thing adding in some planks and some leg raises for the rest of my training anyway. So that's it for legs. So a good amount of leg work. When I was doing 2 days a week, I would basically do more sets and reps per workout, but this time I split it up and I dragged it out over three days, so the frequency is a bit higher, and I'm just interested to see how the body responds with doing this for about 12 weeks straight. There will be a deload in there at 6 weeks as well. So for the upper body, can't forget about the old upper body. So day 1 is the full body day, and we start with one of my favorite back exercises, which is a hammer strength row. I actually hold that on the higher handle. So there's a handle here, there's a handle there. I hold it on the higher one and I row into my elbow, kind of where you would if you're benching. So just tucked in slightly. And we're gonna do heavy on that, 4 sets of 8 reps. And another thing, we will do a drop set. So you'll see there, I say 4 sets plus D at 33. So for my drop sets, I take off 33% off each side, and I'll do another 8 reps there. So it's nothing fancy, it's just a way to get in a little bit more work, because you'll see I really only have two or 3 back exercises on that day. So I wanna do a little bit more without having to add in another exercise, because these are the exercises that I really like. So I may as well do more of it. So second movement is the chest press incline machine. 5 sets here of 12 reps, so 60 reps, good amount of volume. Then we do pull downs, just 3 sets of 12, a wider grip, so just outside shoulders. We do a single arm shoulder press, which I love, stolen from Alberto and Jeff Alberts as well. So basically here, pushing straight up. And then we're going to do a superset of push-ups and rear delts. I just do them, just because this workout's a fairly long one, I do them back to back, because typically they're easy. You find a cable station, you do your rear delt, you do your push-ups. Simple, they don't really affect each other, and it's higher reps anyway, so it's 3 sets of 15. Hopefully you can't hear the little dog snoring over here. And then we move into side raises. So on this day I use a dumbbell, and on the other push workout I'll use a cable. And 3 sets of 12 to 15 reps there. So I hope I'm not speaking too fast and I'm putting it up on the screen, you can understand what I'm saying. And then the second day of the upper body is a pull day. So we've got pull-ups, and it's a total of 70 reps. So typically, if I'm feeling good, I'll try and bust through them in 3 or 4 sets. If I want to really hone in on the form, I might do it in say 6 sets. So that's auto-regulated on that. So I guess I go on how I'm feeling on any given day, and I just have to do 70 throughout that workout. Then we move into the chest-supported dumbbell row, which is like a seal row, but I've been doing it on a slight incline. Really nice, because it takes the lower back out of it. Moto rows, which is like a single arm pull down, and 2 sets of 12 on there, so just 2 sets. We go back to a hammer strength mid row, and we do, for slightly higher reps, we do 3 sets of 12 to 15. And then rear delt flies this day, instead of doing them double, we do them single, just to isolate a little bit more, and I love the way they feel, and I can keep everything shoulder down and get it going. And then bicep curls, just hammer curls, 4 sets plus a drop set. And the reason I've got a drop set there is because that's my only bicep movement for the whole week of training. So I want to make sure I get in enough work to stimulate the bicep growth, which may or may not be, but sometimes you got to put some body parts aside in order for others to grow. So the focus of this program is obviously legs, back, and shoulders, and the chest too. So I want everything to grow, but sometimes you can't always focus on arms. And then that last day is a push day, and we start, you guys have seen me do them, the cable press, and that's simply a bit of a warm-up. So I've had a history of, I've had a torn pec on this left side, which is completely fine now. The only thing that gets me every now and then is a little bit of scar tissue, but I've had some rotator cuff issues as well on that side. So I like to make sure I'm thoroughly warm. I do all my band dislocations, all my stretching, foam roll, the lats, lacrosse ball, all that. However, I still like to do 3 sets of 15 to 20 on a light exercise before I move into my heavier work. So I do 3 sets of 15 on the cable press, and then I'll jump into my dumbbell chest press of 4 sets of 12. Again, adding a drop set on that on the last set, 33% off, and doing that for another 12. So just to get in a little bit more chest volume there. After that, we're moving into a single arm incline press, machine press. So 3 sets of 15, and that's it for chest. And then we just do side raises with the cable, 4 sets of 20, and rope extensions, just 2 sets, and then some blood flow restricted tricep kickbacks. And with that, we just do sets of 20, and then the final set, we do as many as we can. So that day is probably the shortest day out of the whole program, whereas some of the leg days tend to take me upwards of, say, an hour and a half. and rest times I usually don't track, but I'd say anywhere from 1 to 2 minutes between sets, maybe even 45 seconds. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. I hope I didn't speak too fast and you got something out of it. I'm gonna train today and get in the final lower body day, so the more blood flow restricted work and the kind of the high rep work. So I will show you guys that, and I'll add it in either during this clip or after this clip or in the next one. So peace out, guys. Any questions, drop them below and I will answer them. Anything you think I've missed, let me know. So just finished up that leg session, which you guys saw the footage on top of my program. So let me know if you enjoyed this video. I want to do a lot more instructional videos, and also other videos, not just on what I'm doing day to day and what I'm eating, that sort of stuff. So I want to keep it interesting for you guys. But any questions about the program or anything, again, hit me up below, and I'll see you all in the next one.